He just gets sideways out of the groove there.
Oh, yeah. Big lick into the wall.
And then Junior has nowhere to go. So a tough break for Junior as he gets swept up in another view.
Yeah, this is just Montoya trying to make something happen there. Probably pretty frustrated that they got themselves in that position.
And I'm looking to see when the yellow comes out. The yellow's out right there, so it does look like Harvick, from that angle at least.
Yeah, I think Harvick definitely has the lead there.
Junior was 15th, Juan was 10th. Let's go on board.
You see, drove in on the outside, I believe, of Carl Edwards there. And then Junior was just innocent victim of that. You can see here.
Stay high, come on, high, 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 high.
Yeah, Junior had nowhere to go with Marcus Ambrose trying to avoid the 42 car.
Coming at you again.
How fast things can change, and a very, very disappointed Juan Pablo Montoya. He has got to be wondering, what does he have to do to win this race? 2 years in a row he has led the most laps, and both times come away without the trophy.
Well, that's what just makes this place so special, is when you do get that opportunity and are able to take advantage of it, and then know that you have to wait a whole nother year to have another chance at it. But it's been very cruel to him the last 2 years.
Chip Ganassi still has one bullet, and that being Jamie McMurray, who right now is in second place. If he wants to pull off the trifecta, the work continues on Jimmy Johnson, and they're working on that splitter.
They've been working on this car all day.
All right, we've got 14 laps to go. For the first time today, Kevin Harvick finds himself in the race lead, and there's one more look at the way the day ended for Juan Montoya and Dale Jr. Well, we've got baseball on ESPN tonight and tomorrow night. First, it's the Cardinals taking on Chicago on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball at 8 Eastern. Then on ESPN's Monday Night Baseball at 7 Eastern, it's the Tigers and the Rays. Both games available on ESPN3.com. Under our sixth caution, our race leader is Kevin Harvick with Jamie McMurray right alongside. And Tony Stewart and Jeff Burton will be third and fourth. Now let's listen in on the radio of the one car.
The 29, I believe, missed a shift earlier. Has been complaining about restarting. So you know what you got there. Just be aware of it. I know I'm beating a dead horse, but I swear I got a tire that doesn't feel right. I can't tell. I mean, I don't know what's wrong. Something doesn't feel right, though.
You know, he did slide the tires getting in to the pit road before he made that right side change. I saw the right front slide, and he could have slid the left front. Could be causing him some problems now, because he's been better than Harvick all day, and Harvick passed him for the lead.
Well, the big guy that's got to worry about all this is Tony Stewart. He's behind both of them, especially if they are having a shift problem on the 29. He's directly behind him on this restart.
Yeah, that's when I thought Harvick spun the tires, but he actually missed a shift.
All right, let's also let you know that wave around before the last caution, it did help Denny Hamlin. He's now 19th on the lead lap. So is Allmendinger in 20th, and also Ryan Newman, who got the lucky dog, in 23rd. Jeff Gordon is 24th. Jimmy Johnson is 25th. All on the lead lap, as well as Scott Speed, who is the last car of the 26. So let's get an update on Kevin Harvick, Doc.
Kevin Harvick told me yesterday that he grew up in Bakersfield, California, and he was a huge Rick Mears fan. He said, growing up, I used to sit home every May and watch Rick Mears win Indy after Indy after Indy, and I hoped and prayed that someday I could follow in his footsteps and maybe win more than one. Maybe today is the day.
Kevin Harvick has already won this race once in his career. Can he make it a second? We're about to find out, because next time by we will have 11 laps to go around this famed 2.5 mile oval. Pace car pulls off. Field forms up. We gave you the lineup. Watch Kevin Harvick if he has the shift. As they come towards the starter stand, the green flag will fly, and we are back racing again at the Brickyard 400.
Oh, McMurray with a really good restart. Can he hang on that outside here?
Well, we're going to find out, because a lot of guys are going with him.
Well, takes the lead off of turn one.
So give Jamie McMurray the lead. There is the 4 tires. Remember, on the 16 of Greg Biffle, he's in 4th, right behind Tony Stewart. The top 4 trying to pull away. There is Clint Boyer. He's got Kurt Busch push to give him a little push to get around Jeff Burton.
Yeah, looks like Burton's struggling to get up to speed here on this restart.
Boyer clears, but Kurt cannot. Now he runs up a little higher. Kyle Busch, and here goes Biffle. Boy, he makes it easy around Tony.
I think Tony made it easy for him. He kind of moved over and let him have that spot knowing he had the 4 tires. That's probably a good move there for Biffle because that was a key pass.
Remember on the previous caution, he was one of the few that did take all 4. Oh, this is not looking good. Hang on. That is Logano right up underneath the 5. You're on board.
You see really getting Mark loose there. Mark trying to shut him down.
Yeah, he's not going to do it, though.
Logano gets underneath Mark. That is for position. Move Logano into the top 10.
This is like coming off the corner at Martinsville.
Got Kenseth. Here comes Casey Kane. He's getting a big push from his teammate.
Right behind him is Bill Elliott. Whoa, and coming across the bow, that is Matt Kenseth slamming over the door. And boy, Kane had to check up. Meanwhile, there comes Biffle in 3rd. Here is Tony trying to hang on to 4th with Boyer right behind him.
Yeah, Boyer has 4 tires also.
This time by 9 laps remaining. It is still McMurray trying to do the double this year. Here we go a little bit further back. A.J. Allmendinger in the 43. Denny Hamlin. Remember, these guys are back on the lead lap now, so this is for position 15th overall.
Hamlin out of shape with Allmendinger getting underneath.
There's Bill Elliott trying to get another position for him. What a great run for he and the Wood brothers today.
He is running 17th right now. Remember, Martin Truex had problems a little earlier. He's right behind him in 18th. Jimmy Johnson trying to get back into this picture as well. He's got Brad Keselowski in his sight. That's 21st, and Jimmy's 22nd.
These guys can make 9 more laps without something big happening. I'll be surprised, but you see Jamie Murray trying to break the draft a little bit.
This time by 8 laps remaining here at the Brickyard. He's opened up a bit of a gap, about 0.4 of a second over Kevin Harvick. And Biffle hasn't been able to close as rapidly as he had been.
Well, he did close on him pretty quickly, like you said, Marty, but he can't seem to make any ground to pass him. It's so hard to make these passes on this track. He's got to set him up first.
Oh, and he got so close to the wall coming out of 2.
Yeah, and how about McMurray? We talked about this guy showing up at the big races, but he just gets the job done.
Yeah, don't forget he got passed for the lead by Harvick right before the caution came out, and he took it right back.
Only 2 drivers have won the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year. One of them was Jimmy Johnson in 06, and I'm standing next to the other guy, Dale Jarrett.
Yeah, that's a pretty big accomplishment to be able to do that. We did it in 1996, and I know Jamie's the furthest thought from his mind right now is the Daytona 500 back in February. He just got this in his sights right now, and he knows if he does his job and we don't have any cautions, he's going to do his job and bring it to Chip Ganassi.
Well, Andy, you and I were talking with him on Friday back in the garage area, and he was relaxed, he was focused, and he was very confident about his race car.
Yeah, he was, and you can see why. He's just got great race cars under him. Everything seems to be really clicking for him this year.
All right, let's get an update on Juan Pablo Montoya as he's out of the race, Jamie.
Well, Marty, we followed him back to the motor coach lot, and he told us, I have no comment. I went up into the 42 hauler to get an interview with his crew chief, Brian Patty. He's sitting up there with his head in his hands, and he said, I really don't want to talk. Last year happened. This year, it's my fault. I take total blame for what happened. 2 tires was the call.
Did you ever beat yourself up like that?
Oh, yeah, I would, too. That same call I would have made. I would have called for 4 tires, leading the race right there. And, you know, you just don't know how it's going to work out. It's why it's so hard to sit on these boxes and make these calls. I still feel like, you know, Greg Biffle's got the 4 tires. He should have the advantage, but he's still not able to pass.
Did you see Tony Stewart, as you were finishing up, got sideways through the corner, and Boyer luckily did not make contact. I don't know how, but he didn't.
Yeah, this is a great job by Tony Stewart today. He doesn't have the car to be running 4th, but he's got it there, and he's wanting to keep it there.
Let's go back, take another look, and hold your breath this time.
See, Boyer, man, he's really right on the bottom making his car stick.
Yeah, it's that position right there that you lose that air on the spoiler. You're trying to power up and keep the guy behind you. What a great job by Tony Stewart.
Let's listen in on Clint.
Clint had to check up just a little bit.
He was trying to stay off of Tony. His car was pushing a little bit with the front, and he was trying not to hit him.
One little nudge from Clinton, he'd have been in the wall. Remember, Stewart was 13th at the halfway mark.